Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Biena, a plant-based recipe developer and food blogger, and I'm back with another What I Eat in a Day. So I'm just starting out my day with some water because I am thirsty after waking up, and I want to make sure I hydrate a little bit before I go on my walk with Husbandtron. Since I'm off for the summer, it's been really nice to be able to have like these really early morning walks with him when he takes his breaks. We do our morning walk, and then if it's not too hot in the afternoon, we try to do a walk after lunchtime, and then in the evening, a walk after dinner, which has been really, really nice. It's like a nice way to decompress at the end of the day, and sometimes I feel like I sleep a lot better when we squeeze in that evening walk after dinner time. But yeah, so just got water for now. I'm still debating on whether I'm gonna have like matcha or something like that later. But yeah, I might take you guys on my walk with me. And then today I am going to do it. I'm going to make nothing but food that doesn't include the stove. So no cooking today. I've challenged myself every week that I do these. I keep telling myself that I need to try it not to turn on the stove. And it's just simply too warm. So today, all of the recipes are no cook recipes, which I think will be good because I know a lot of you are, one, trying not to have to turn on your air conditioner, and two, trying not to turn on your stove to make your apartment or your house hotter than it has to be. So I've challenged myself. I think I can do it today. All right, so I'll see you guys back at breakfast time. All right, first walk of the day is done, which was really nice and refreshing. It was nice and cool outside because there's overcast right now, so perfect. And I now look presentable. I decided to like give my hair a bit of a heat break. So I've decided to wear it like curly. And so I did a wash and go last night, which is, if you have natural hair, then you know that it's a no-no to do your hair the night of, because it takes so long to dry. Like my scalp still isn't dry from last night, which is kind of funny because I was blow drying it and it was just so hot. I said, forget it. I'm not gonna, yeah, I was trying to blow dry it. I was sweating. It was just pointless. So I just pulled it up on top of my head and just hoped for the best. But no, my scalp is still a little bit damp, which is perfectly fine. I always kind of laugh because the first day of my hair looking like this is usually very soul glow. Um, which now I'm like hearing the song in my head. But yes, like I feel like the Soul Glow commercial when my hair is like this on the first day. But yeah, so breakfast is just going to be actually cereal. And so what I found this muesli cereal. This one's like the Seven Sundays one, and it's like a dark chocolate almond flavor. Looks pretty good, looks pretty promising. I spent quite a bit of time in the store reading the back of the packages, like reading the labels just trying to make sure that there was enough protein. So this one has 8 grams of protein in a half cup, which really isn't bad, especially for cereal. The only mistake that I feel like I made is that I have almond milk right now, and I couldn't find like a soy milk that I like. And usually I go for pea milk, but I tend to have to order my pea milk. So I'm not going to get as much protein out of my milk as I would like to. But usually you can get a pretty good amount out of soy milk or pea milk. So just, I would say if you decide to do this and you're trying to make it a little bit higher protein, then definitely use soy milk or pea milk. And then I'm just going to add a banana and some fresh berries. And I almost forgot, I'm going to also add, where's my peanut butter? I'm going to also add some peanut butter, which I probably should have set out so that it can be a little bit creamier, but hopefully it'll kind of like soften up a little bit. But yes, so the peanut butter is going to give me some extra protein as well. But yeah, I dropped the ball there. If I had a pea milk or a soy milk, this would be a lot more protein packed, but we do the best we can. I have like snacks like my little like toasted chickpeas that will definitely give me an extra boost a little bit later on if I need that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna make a bowl of like cold cereal for me, cold cereal for husbandtron. And then I'm really excited because I'm finally gonna go and get my not nonfiction. I have my nonfiction book, but I'm finally gonna go and get my fiction book today, which I'm super excited about. Yes, I know I could probably order from Amazon or I could listen to the audiobook, but I actually want to, well, I actually couldn't find the audiobook on my public library app, and I don't know that I want to pay for the audiobook when I really love to like crack open the book, smell the pages. And I know that's not weird. There's lots of people who like that, who like to crack open a book and like smell the pages of the book. I'm one of those people. And so a little later today, we're gonna go to Barnes and Noble and I'm gonna go get my book. I'm so excited about it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get breakfast going because I am pretty hungry after that lovely walk. All right, let's give this a try. Let's see. Try and get like a little bit of everything. It's actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure because of the oats and the peanut butter, it's going to be pretty filling and probably last me until lunchtime. Maybe I'll end up eating a snack or something like that, but it's pretty good. I will say that I miss the crunch of cereal. I miss the crunch of cereal a little bit because especially since it's cold, but it's actually really good. And then like if you can tell like my milk is starting to like turn chocolatey. I don't know if you can see, but my milk is turning chocolatey from the cacao that's in it. But no, this is actually pretty good. And I'm just glad I didn't have to turn the stove on. It was really fast, of course, because it's a bowl of muesli. But you know, something that I did see in the store was the Catalina Crunch. And it's like I've heard a few good things about Catalina Crunch, but I've had a bad experience, not with them, but another cereal that everyone was promoting, and then I got it and the cereal was terrible. And I'm not gonna say which cereal, but everyone was like, "Oh, this cereal, this cereal." And it was really bad. I did not like it. But I'm curious about Catalina Crunch because I know it comes with a pretty good amount of protein, almost about the same as this, but I know that it's crunchy. And so that one might be a good option for like a crunchy bowl of cereal with all the added stuff. But besides that, besides missing that crunch a little bit, this is actually a pretty good winner. I'll make sure that I link like the type of muesli that I use. It was pretty good. I was reading the back of so many packages and that one seemed to be the one with the most protein in it. And I think there was one more that had like 9 grams of protein in it. But pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast and then, like I said, it's still a little bit early. I think I have about an hour or so before the bookstore opens, and I usually like to get in there early, so I'm not waiting in line. And because I like to mosey around and kind of take my time, even though I know which book I'm buying. Yeah, I like roaming around the bookstore because it's just like it's kind of my happy place, which makes sense. I mean, I'm a librarian, so yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast and then I'm going to probably, like I said, take you guys along with me to the bookstore. Okay, so the book has been secured. So I'm thinking, because I didn't quite get a chance to get my matcha, that I'm gonna go and get that right now. So yeah, hmm, yeah. Plus, there's a place that has a really, really good matcha. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself a matcha and then head back home and probably fix lunch. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get my matcha. Well, I am a happy girl because I've got my matcha and I've got my book, which I'm so excited to start. I'm about halfway through my nonfiction book, so I figure I'll take my time with my fiction book that I just bought because I want something to be able to read on the trip to Tokyo because it's a really long flight. So, yeah, I'm excited. And all of this took a little bit longer than I thought it would. So, when I get home, I'm probably going to have to fix lunch, which is cool because I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry anyway. All right, see you guys at lunchtime. All right, so I'm eating lunch at a reasonable hour, so I'm actually kind of proud of myself. So I pretty much just made my white bean pesto avocado sandwich, and actually I changed it a little bit. Usually I put red bell pepper, but I was thinking like pesto would be really good with some sun-dried tomatoes. So I put some sun-dried tomatoes in it, as well as I had some vegan feta in the fridge and added some vegan feta because pesto, sun-dried tomatoes, feta, it just sounds really good. And then I added some extra greens. It's on sourdough, which, it's like really hard to cut through sourdough, like after you toast it, because it like flipped off. And then I have like my vitamins. I completely forgot to take my vitamins, I realized, during breakfast time, which is the ideal time for me to have taken it. But yeah, I forgot to take my vitamins. So I just have my Semaine hormone balancing, which is really helpful to me. And then I just have like my ritual vitamins, which is about to be empty. I think I've got like one more dose. I ordered and I'm actually still waiting for another one to come. So hopefully it'll come soon. So I'm just going to take those as I eat. And then I'm going to have along with it some of like some just regular organic seaweed, mostly because of the iodine. I haven't been as good at like making sure that I'm paying attention to like how much iodine that I'm getting. Sometimes our supplements will have them, but because I don't eat fish, I have to get it from somewhere else. And so seaweed is a really good source of iodine. So yeah, so pretty good amount of protein in this, with the bread and the white beans and everything. Probably not as much as I would like to get, so I'm probably going to snack on like some toasted chickpeas or something like that extra, or I might have like a little bar or something just like as a little treat, like my one of my little Kind bars or something like that, just to add a little extra protein on. But yeah, so I'm just gonna like enjoy my lunch. And then I do have some things to work on today, like my blog newsletter. I'm finally being more committed to sending out like a weekly newsletter for my blog, just pretty much letting everyone know, hey, there's a new recipe there, or if there's a new YouTube video. So if you haven't signed up for that yet, I highly recommend it because you do get a free grocery guide when you sign up for my email newsletter. And I've showed it in the last video. It's really extensive. It's great. And there's like some helpful nutrition information and all of that. And so far, the people who have downloaded it have said that it's really helpful, which makes me feel so happy. But yeah, so if you sign up for my email newsletter, then you can get that grocery guide for free. So that I need to work on after lunchtime. But yeah, so I'm going to dig into this. I'm not going to try and bite it on camera because I know it's going to be super messy and crunchy and oh, it's going to be a lot. But yeah, and then of course I have like my water next to me, which if you can hear it, I haven't gotten through very much of it and it's halfway through the day. So I really need to get on drinking my water today. But yeah, I will probably do some work and then see you guys back at dinner time. All right, so it is wind down time in my house and it is also time for dinner. So makeup is off, skincare routine is all done. And again, I am not turning on the stove. In order for me not to have to turn on the stove, I ordered my Thistle meal delivery this week. And that really was just to like give us some time too. So I have actually been ordering Thistle for the past like 2 or 3 years now, but I started ordering it a lot more often last summer. And I have to say, it's been super helpful, especially when I'm working throughout the school year, because we get very, very busy when I'm leaving the house for work. And so I thought this would be helpful this week because, like I said, it's getting warmer outside. I don't want to turn on the stove. I don't want to have to run my air conditioner. So I ordered a salad, actually. Not all of the meals are salads, but this one is. Usually I'll order their dinners, and I do actually have a couple of the dinners in my fridge for other nights. But for tonight, because I didn't want to cook, I ordered the lunch salad instead, which is usually pretty big and pretty hearty. And here, I'll show you. So it's just like a nice little salad. And here, let me see, get it in there. There we go. And it comes with like a sauce and everything that I'm going to mix up, and it's going to be delicious. I've had their salads before. And what I really like about this meal kit service or delivery service is everything's made. And even for the hot meals, you just throw it on the stove for a couple of minutes. But like this one has 12 grams of fiber and 20 grams of protein in it. And they usually have a minimum of 20 to 25 grams of protein in each of their meals. And they're completely whole food plant-based. If I'm being really honest, I don't like to talk about weight loss too much on here because I don't think weight loss is necessarily a indicator of health. But I will say that since ordering these meals and along with my whole food plant-based cooking, I have lost about 20 pounds. And I'm really proud of that because there was a time where my weight was just stagnating and it was just staying the same. But when I started having the Thistle meals, it sort of jump-started my journey with eating whole food plant-based, because I was like, okay, if they can do this and make it, then I can probably make some more like whole food plant-based meals myself. And it has been really good for me. And frankly, like, I just really like the energy and how I felt So I continued to order from them, and I kind of budgeted into like my shopping and all of that stuff, especially if there's a busy week that's coming up ahead. So I'm really excited about trying it, and I usually would like shake it up. It comes with like a sauce, and the sauce is even like packed with protein, which is pretty cool. And ooh, I think it's like some type of gochujang type of sauce, which lately I feel like I've had so much gochujang. And then if you'd like to order, I do have, obviously this video is not, well, I guess it's not so obvious. This video is not sponsored by them, but I do have a code if you wanted to order at a discounted price. I think it's like for like $80 off or something like that on your first like set of orders. Oh gosh. And I just love that there's like, looks like flavorful pieces of tofu, greens, all that good stuff in here. Ooh, let's see. Let me try to get some noodles and a little bit of that pepper. Yeah, the tofu is really good. And then again, because I'm not turning on the stove, I don't have any ice cream or anything like that this time, but I'm gonna eat a little brick of dark chocolate for my dessert tonight, because I already had like snacks earlier today, and I try not to do a ton of snacking, mostly because it's kind of expensive. Like if I'm just eating up all my snacks, but if you don't know about the benefits of dark chocolate, then I highly recommend that you look into it and give it a Google. But yeah, from time to time, I'll have like a little square of dark chocolate for my dessert at night. But yeah, salads don't have to be just leaves and things like that. You can add so much protein and all of that. Like I might throw on some pumpkin seeds to add just a little bit more protein to this meal, because I'm pretty sure it's just going to give it a crunch. It's not going to change the flavor or anything like that. But yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me again today. Of course, anything that I made today is going to be linked in the description below. I believe I've made that pesto white bean sandwich before, but like I said, I changed it up just a little bit. And I'll list the ingredients for my muesli cereal that I had this morning. But yeah, I really appreciate you continuing to watch my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, if you'd like to sign up for my email newsletter, you do get that free grocery guide that I talked about. But yeah, so thanks again for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.